we got to talk a little bit about the new single because it's the title track from the new CD. Actually, that's not the reason that we're talking about it. We're talking about it because you're on a radio station and because you have a new single called Revival. I remember when Andrew was here alone, you performed it actually live here in studio. And apparently, Steven is allergic to talk of the new single.
What?
You're allergic to Revival.
Yeah. Oh, man, I'm sorry about that. But talk up the song a little bit. Let's hear about it.
It's a so obviously you touched on it, the title track on iTunes, and it's the one we're out kissing babies for, basically, at the radio stations.
Thanks for the kiss, by the way. I appreciate that.
You big baby.
I was touched.
We're fortunate enough to be able to have this opportunity to do that, to go around and beg for spins and ads and stuff like that. But I guess Andrew really wrote the core of the song, most of it. I mean, you can talk about it.
Yeah, it was just actually, we had this house in New Orleans. We had 5 rooms and 4 roommates, so there was always one empty room. There was nothing in it. It had hardwood floors, no windows, and it was just go in there and play and sing, and it sounded really cool. So I just kind of started playing it and humming that chorus melody, and I'd just go play that chorus over and over again in that empty, reverberating room. Mm-hmm. And anyway, it's just kind of a cool little catchy melody, and we worked on it, got something together. Darren here wrote the bridge to it, which I think really rounds the whole thing out. So it's a fun tune.
Well, yeah, it is. It really is. It sounds like a little something different. Like there are some intricacies to it, and that's kind of like the theme throughout the whole album too. I mean, Revival. It's got something different that kind of sets you guys apart from the rest of everybody.
Oh, thank you.
Is that on purpose, or is that just the way it works out? It's your groove.
I don't know. I just think we don't really. Maybe we don't listen to enough music, but like we just don't, I don't think we listen to other stuff and be like, oh, we should write something that sounds like that. We just we just write something that we think sounds cool, and it's a catchy little hooky melody. And
I know for me, like some of the songs that I write, it's like I used to write like real sad songs and stuff, and it's like I got married and stuff like last year. I'm pretty happy. It's hard to write a sad song when you're happy.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of. I think we all just kind of do our own thing. I don't think we really model it towards anybody else.
Pipe in.
Drummers pipe in.
We don't let drummers around. But
I think,
fine,
based on what I do with this group and what I hear on the radio from other people and guys that we play live, I know that there's like a real honesty when these guys bring in a tune to the band. It's a very honest thing, and they're not trying to sound like anybody else. They're not trying to throw the right number of words like trucks and girls and beers in the song. We just
have a New York accent when we talk, and then a country twang when we sing.
Right. Yeah. So I enjoy that part of it.
Yeah, Darren, you're like a new addition to the band. You're not from the band New Edition, but you are a new addition to this particular band.
But I grew up with New Edition.
Me too. I love that song, If It Isn't Love. Anyway,
yeah, I'm a little
see, this is why we're not allowed to have drummers on the air. Get me distracted. But you got to kind of watch it subjectively and decide whether you wanted to be in the band. These two are brothers. I mean, they put it all together. So
we had no choice.
Yeah, they are the brothers.
There had to be something great that appealed to you about joining up with these clowns, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. I wasn't always a big country fan.
Yeah.
But when I started playing with them, it wasn't that I was playing country. I was just playing some great songs.
Right.
And when we play, when we play long gigs and we have to throw a bunch of covers in there too, we kind of run the gamut. We do some rock and roll, we do some swing, and there's all kinds of stuff. So it keeps the shows really fun, and I think not only for the audience but for the musicians. It's real fun to play.
I also discovered not too long ago that Darren, even though he's a rock fan and a punk fan and stuff like that, he's a huge early 90s country music fan, which as am I, so we share that in common too.
A lot of those guys from the early 90s were big rock fans, even Garth Brooks and guys like that.
Yeah, on a smaller scale, we played with Mark Chestnut last week. That was cool. Yeah. That's an early 90s guy, So.
Yeah, I'm an Okie too, so I have an affinity for Garth.
A drummer and an Okie.
Yeah.
I don't know where to go from here.
I don't either.
All right, good to have you guys.
You too. Thanks a lot.
All right, we do kind of get running, but I do appreciate you guys coming by. The door's always open, as you're finding out here.
Yeah.
It's hard to overstay your welcome, but let's see if we can do that. All right.
Yeah, as you're finding out, if you make that offer, we're taking you up.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Well,
All right.
we thank you for getting behind the single and stuff like that as well. So we can't do it without guys like you for sure.
Hey, man. That's sweet.
Yeah, we're all
Man, it's the second time he's cried.
We're all going to make each other cry.
Yeah, I know. He's over there sneezing his head off.
It's true, man. As hard as we work, I mean, you guys, we come and see you guys, and we can't do it without, somebody putting it on the radio. So
hey, man, it's good stuff. So we're glad we can help out. What's the best way to be able to find you online, find out the latest on shows and stuff like that?
Yep. Facebook.com/The Rusty Brothers. And if you go to Facebook.com/The Rusty Brothers and sign our wall or send us a message, we'll send you free music.
Cool.
So go like us and send us a little message. We'll send you a free tune. And then at RB, as in Rusty Brothers Texas Country. So at RB Texas Country, send us a tweet again, and we'll hook you up with some free tunes. And then, of course, the good old-fashioned website's rustybrothers.com.
Right on. All right, that's Andrew McWilliams. The sneezer over there is Stephen McWilliams. And Darren Bell, right?
Darren Bell.
I guessed right. I just gave you a last name and it happened to be correct. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming by. The Rusty Brothers, man, go find them and get back into Abilene and play another show here real soon.
course,
Come back
man.
and visit us, all right?
We will.
thanks a lot.